Oh, you motherfuckers. You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this face. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I run shit here. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I'ma burn this motherfucker down.
X Factor like Dez Bryant, my boy 88. Why dream light when you living like a heavyweight? This ain't a 1 week thing, we grind like every day. They know my destination, Devi, like I hang with Ray. If they ain't know my name, I bet they know my name today. Treat this mic like a ATM, let's make a trade today. Drop this on Fizzle Friday, cause that's my favorite day. And I'm gonna do it my way, cause that's my favorite way. They tried to put me on the shelf like I'm layaway. Told me it ain't no way, so I made a way. Welcome to South Harmon. I'm glad you here today.
Drop this on Fizzle Friday because that's my favorite day. You know how we get down, Mike. You know how we get down, man. What's good?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good? How you feeling, Mike?
I'm feeling good, man. This is my second drink of the night. Went out for dinner with the missus. You know, may have partaken in one or two while I was there. You know? Okay. We getting tore up tonight. Let's go. 7 o'clock my time. Sun's down. Time for Fizzle Friday.
That's it, man. Look, same here, bro. I'm just chilling, man, laid back. You know, trying to think what my decision gonna be after the show tonight. But I have to see how that go with the flow of the show. But yeah, man. I mean, other than that, man, you know, we got this Fright Fest thing I've been trying to put together, man. I said, damn, I don't have no Halloween stuff to wear. So you know, I guess I just be cool, right? That could be my costume, just being cool. So I'm
dressed up as John Moxon.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm dressed up as somebody's uncle that want to be 21 again. That's who I am.
Don't we all want to be 21 again?
Hey, knowing what we know now, yeah, it wouldn't be bad, right?
Oh man, you know how much I'd tear it up if I was 21 again?
Like, for sure.
With that knowledge, knowledge, oh man,
game over. And we ain't had this internet, YouTube, all that stuff. So we would have, if we was on this at 21, hey man, we might be retiring by the time we turn 36, 37, bro.
Oh, we'd be out there, man. We'd be
out
there.
here.
I love it. Man. I love it, man. I think about my Riz game. You know, is that what the kids say these days? The Riz game would be on point, man. I got all them old timey sayings. You know what I mean?
No, for real. You know they change the lingo up every 3 months, man. I can't keep up with them though, bro.
Neither can I. But I pick up things here and there. You know, I got kids that are teenagers, so
sometimes I just Google it, like, what is you know, this new 3-letter caption word they got going on. So I
what
don't
the fuck is the skibbity toilet? You know, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, facts. Nah, facts, man. What up, Shizzles? I see you in the building, bro. What's good with you, man? J Cap, what up, man? E, what up? What's good, bro? Just seeing you, man, a little while ago. Alan, okay, all right, cool. Okay, Ridge Runner. Oh, you gotta got your real name on your YouTube, bro. You gotta push it up a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's always dropping it in there, man. So you know it's Ridge Runner 17 every time.
For sure. For sure. Dirty Bird, man, was good. Oh yeah, that's right, baby. Look, favorite day, you know that's our favorite day, man. You know what I'm saying? You know my boy was gonna be here when Jason was gonna be in the parents, so I figured he would come through. Oh man, ATM in the building. Oh man, the bank done closed. My boy ATM done closed. Hey, I ain't mad at you, man.
What?
Nah, yeah, that's lit right there, man. Let's get it. What up, Pops, man? They ain't no next Sunday. That's this Sunday, man. What you talking about? Oh, Sunday, then next. All right, cool. You know, your boy's going down Sunday, man. Sorry to tell you, man. But yeah, we going.
I'm ready for that game, baby.
I'm ready for it too, Mike. I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it like I got any stakes in it, you know. But technically, in my fantasy teams, I do. So I ain't mad either way. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's actually very likely that you and I, as Cowboys fan for you, Eagles fan for me, no real stakes in Washington or Baltimore, are more excited for this matchup and will be rooting harder for the Ravens or the Commanders, whoever it may be, or just a good game in general, than a lot of these diehard fans of these teams.
Facts.
Like a lot of.
Hey, Mike, I'm telling you one thing. One thing I know about this city, they just looking for a good time, man. So whenever they win a game, it's a good time. So, you know, that Sunday game, trust me, there's people going to be coming out the woodworks ready to, you know, just have a good time, drink, celebrate, Win, lose, or draw. They just want to have a good time. So Baltimore is going to be off the chain, man, on Sunday. I can tell you that for sure.
The highlight of my week, too, is I saw that stat and graphic get posted out there that RG3 commented on with Jaden and him from their rookie years through 5 games.
Yeah.
And the stats, how similarly they look.
Literally almost stat for stat.
You know, in the offseason, I was pushing this and pushing it and pushing it about a highly mobile Heisman Trophy winning quarterback who goes number 2 to Washington. Mm-hmm. The last time this happened was RG3, and here's what his stat line looked like for the season, and 20 fantasy points of the whole works. Finishes a top 5 quarterback on the year. And here we are, lo and behold, the guy who was pushing it this whole fucking time.
Yeah. And not
I tried to tell you, I'm from the future. I know what the fuck was going to happen.
Hey, not only is he with the same team, I think he got a little better chance because he's not as cocky. He ain't going in the locker room looking like he's the man and this and that. Like RG3 kind of rubbed people off wrong early, and I think it stuck with him, and that's pretty much why he kind of fell off with the locker room early. But J-Day brought hope to the team and the league, really.
Anybody know what J-Day's love interest looks like? It's not like that. Do you remember Fizz? RG3's old lady at that time. May still be his old lady too. No offense to her, but I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? You just won the Heisman. You're the hottest name in football right now. You rocking a 5.
Hey, listen, that's because he ain't hit them DMV streets yet, man. I promise you, man. When he got to PG County, he probably was like, yeah, man, I should have waited, man. I should have waited.
You should have gone to the disco.
Yeah, the go-go, man. The
go-go. Damn it.
That's it. I thought you had me. I thought you was gonna get it, man. He should have went to the go-go though.
Rusty.
I ain't gonna lie.
Rusty, this vodka ain't hitting yet.
He might not have made it out though, man. He went to that go-go, boy. Woo. They would have them ladies would have tore RG up, man. Listen.
He was a good-looking dude, man. I was baffled. I was baffled at the time. It was a long time ago. It was in my prime still. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? This is something I settle on when I leave the bar.
There you go, Mike, man.
You'll do.
Wild dude, man. Shout out RG3, man, and his love connection, man. Whatever you got going on over there. What up, Slash? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Yeah, man. Wild and Tuna, what's up, bro? Yeah, Mike, man. I mean, I guess we ain't got to get straight to the show, but we can get into some football, man, and just give a brief thought of what you thought about last night's game, man. Division game. Purdy looked pretty good last night, man. Took a while, and I don't know what Geno got going on, man, but they started off hot, and now they starting off not. So, DK 11 targets, like 5 receptions, like 40-some yards or something. JSN had a fumble. He had 50-some yards. I mean, nothing seemed to click. And for them to start off so high and lose to the Giants last week and then come lose this division game, it seemed like Seattle had this division in a chokehold, and they literally lifted all their fingers off the neck, and they just floating around at this point, man. So what you think about that game last night and what you saw on each side?
I'll always start as being the biggest Brock Purdy hater known to man.
Mm-hmm.
He looked all right. He was okay. He did his thing. Fantasy points wise, you're going to love it in a lot of leagues. Like a couple of mine, he's got like 40 points in that league. So good on him. He had that long touchdown to Debo. Yep. That was a lot of Debo and a lot of real bad safety play. But
that was a lot of what Purdy does, right? Throw it short.
I mean, it happens. Debo did his thing. It was nice to see Isaac Guerrero break off that long run. Listen, I'm a big Isaac Guerrero like truther too. Like I love the guy. I loved his profile coming out, the size, the speed, and I thought he did enough his last year at Louisville. Let's not get it twisted though until he ran for that 76-yard fall down at the 2 to try to run out the clock. I think he had like 22 yards, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He did look the greatest, but maybe that's how it's going to be if Mason misses any time. So it's nice to see that part on the 49ers part. Nick Bosa was an absolute fucking menace. Yeah. And I got to throw this shit out there because I love it. I love the jokes about Nick Bosa. I love him because I think he's kind of a piece of shit. It's just 49ers the way it is. It's like, of course, Nick Bosa like unlocks his superpower when the 49ers wear all white jerseys.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, that got me. That got me. He was a fucking menace. Geno looked terrible.
Yeah, man, it ain't looking good, man. He started off high. He lead the league in passing yards and all this and that. And I mean,
Fucking give me Sam Howell.
hey, listen, Mike. I just had a
Please.
conversation with my boy, man. They traded for Sam Howell for a reason. And now, if they paid Geno, I don't even think they would have traded for Sam. But I think they did that to say, hey, if this don't work out, we're gonna try Sam. And I think, man, if I looked at their schedule earlier, and they got 3 division games coming up, but they also have the Bills, the Rams. It's the Bills, the Rams, the 49ers, a bye week somewhere in between there. But out of the next like 4 games, they can lose 2 or 3 of those games. And if you sitting at the bottom of your division and under 500, I don't see a reason why you force Geno to keep playing and you just say, hey, Sam Howell, man, let's see what we got before this season end and free agency and the draft and all that stuff pop up. So yeah, man, I don't know. What up, Jake, man? Look, finally got my boy Jake live, man. He always comment at 12 p.m. and I don't see him no more, man. So shout out to Jake. And Matt, this is the funny thing, right? So I was gonna bring this up, man, because Purdy was running that ball last night, man. He was getting some dirty yards, like 8 yards here, 10 yards here, 6 yards here, and his passing was a little efficient, but that was more so Debo and Kittle and them catching great passes. But Purdy was getting out of that pocket, man. He wasn't getting sacked and he was getting pressured. So I will give him. He had a Baker Mayfield style of play last night. Like he looked like
it was solid. Yeah, it was solid.
He definitely looked like the B side of a Baker Mayfield last night, man. So
here's a weird thing too. I mean, the Seahawks I didn't think played very well. DK Metcalf. Come on, DK, man. Figure your shit out. There was no Travarius Ward. I thought DK was going to eat. And
bro, he had 11 targets, bro.
He had multiple opportunities to eat, too. He let a couple go through his hands. His toe was just out of bounds on that touchdown. Yep, big toe out of the bounds. I thought he was going to have a bigger game. JSN was kind of whatever. Tyler Lockett just does Tyler Lockett things. Hey, Noah Fant, shout out to Adam being here. Noah Fant's actually been doing some shit these last few weeks. Surprise, surprise.
Fant is back, baby.
Fant is back, and Kenneth Walker, quickly, I'll touch on that. Even though he couldn't run the ball very, very well, it was tough against that 49ers defense. The passing work, baby. Like, I am so excited this passing floor that he has as a running back. So when he's facing a tougher defense and they can't get the running game going, nice fucking floor from Kenneth Walker just being able to catch the football. But Geno, the one interception that he was targeting DK, I'll put that one on DK. DK ran upfield when he should have just kept going straight across. That's probably on DK Metcalf. But it's tough, man. I was going to say, though, after all the kind of Geno not looking good, DK not that great, the Seahawks ended up losing. There was a good point in that game where I was like, is this the second fucking week in a row San Francisco blows a big fucking lead?
I said the same thing, Mike. I said the same thing. I said, man, I got a feeling Seattle about to bring this game back, man.
I thought they did. They almost did. They almost did. If you were looking
at the offense to do it, though. That's the problem. They got the offense to actually do it. They just didn't do it.
I don't know if Madden still got this bullshit, but you remember that momentum meter fucking thing from the last couple of years?
Yeah.
That shit at one point was all on Seattle, man. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
San Francisco is about to shit the bed and drop to fucking 2-4 and blow a second lead in a row.
And it was at home, so they had the momentum, man. I mean,
nope. They snuck it out now. Back tied first in the division. Good for them. So maybe they're going to kind of finally turn it around here, but it was at least we got a nice high-scoring game on Thursday night. The Thursday night games this year have been really, really good.
They've been Monday nights, man. Yeah.
Monday night's been kind of dog shit.
Yeah. Now,
stop putting the fucking Jets on Monday night. All right? No one wants to watch that shit.
Well, guess what? We got them this Monday again, brother. So, I mean, hey, they lost their coach, so they might, want to get some pep in their step, man.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait for that fucking 15-9, just output we're going to get.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly, man. I don't know, man. Them Monday nights are starting to be trash, but Thursday, man, Thursday make people want to go get Prime. If you don't have it, man, you might want to get Prime and cancel your ESPN subscription, man, because that Monday night.
I gotta ask from the 49ers perspective, why does Brandon Ayuk suck this year?
I thought you was gonna touch on that before I got to that last year, man. Brandon Ayuk, though, bro, right now, man, it looked like what players do when they take time in the offseason and they don't want to be with the team and they being distant. Like, you could see it on the field. And right now we in week 6 and it literally hasn't clicked with him yet.
Last week was a great week and I was like, all right, we're in, 20-point week. Let's go. We're back. All right, I'm moving back up. I talk glowingly about him. Adam and I are doing Would You Rather on Wednesday night, and I'm like, fuck yeah, Brandon, I'm moving him up.
He heard.
And then he does this shit to me the next fucking day.
He heard you. Yeah, Ayuk, man. I'm not sure what's going on, bro. It's just not a connection right now. I don't know. Like Debo looked fired up. Kittle has been probably the most consistent on the team week to week. And yeah, man, Ayuk is just he looked like DK Metcalf. If you want to give him a comparison, like DK looked kind of off. He looked kind of off. Like I don't know, man.
And Jay Milley does point out. I mean, I did forget about that long touchdown that got called back for illegal formation because Kenneth Walker just wouldn't stop fucking dancing on his motion. Like, just fucking stop. just stand still for a fucking split second. That's all you needed. And that would have been a touchdown. But yeah, a lot of targets, at least, so you're going to love that one. But he also looked extremely frustrated and yelling at his offense coordinator on the headset. And Gino looked pissed at him. So
yeah, no, he did.
Hopefully this isn't something that lingers for a while, man.
No,
I believe a lot in DK.
But this the bad part, though, Mike. If you think about the 49ers, like you said, right back getting up at the top, this was the time for people to beat them. They all out of sync. The players injured, no CMC. Now you let these dudes get back in the first place, and CMC ain't even on the team. Come on, man. Now you really ain't gonna win the division now, man.
You're playing with fire. Definitely playing with fire.
You had your time, bro, to just say, hey, we're gonna lock this in. So when CMC come back, they got to catch up to us. Now, I don't know, man. Hold on, Mike. Hey, listen, we going to get to some of y'all questions in a minute, man. But this one right here, bro, we might have to block this guy right here, man. Look here. Come on, man. You trolling tonight, man. What's going on, man? Trick or treat? Trick or treat, man. You got to send the super chat, man. $2 or something, brother. That was disrespectful, man.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
That's Charles Barkley, TRBL. Terrible.
Nah, that was wild, man. But yeah, man. Look, man, I ain't gonna stall the people no more, man. Listen, the premise of the show really was just speaking on those guys, man. As you can see, the dudes on this side right here, man. That they keep dying and they just keep coming back, man. We keep thinking they dead and don't want to draft them, or the league don't want to sign them, and then at the end of the summer they give them a contract, and the end of our drafts we sign them and draft them. And then next thing you know, about week 3, they in our lineup every single week, man. So, I mean, we can go to some of the old players, you know, the Arian Fosters and all those type of guys. But the current players right now that literally either go out with injuries and you counting them out, or they 39 years old and you counting them out. And now you like, man, I got to bet on my fab to get this dude back, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, I got a whole list of guys. I'm sure I could throw off the top of my head, Mike. But you look like you searching somebody up, man. Who's one of your guys that you can just say,
well,
you know,
the first one that came to mind
won't never die.
This first one that came to mind because I refused for the longest time to kick this dude off the roster, even in deep leagues this summer. And then, like right at the end, I caved and I probably dropped about half of them because I had a shit ton of shares. And now he's back, baby. Kareem fucking Hunt. Kareem Hunt. Right?
Hunt, man.
We thought Carson Steele was going to be a thing, and then boom, it's Kareem Hunt. And the way Kareem Hunt's playing these last couple weeks, you're like, in this offense, if Kareem Hunt looks like this for the rest of the season, is Kareem Hunt going to finish as like a top 8 RB on the season? When he was left for dead. Even I cut shares in the offseason like, I don't know if he's getting a job anymore. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. And now you're sitting here and you're like, fuck.
100-yard game, Mike.
Nuts.
First game,
and he looks good.
Back, really, I mean, the other game wasn't really, I don't count him for that one. But this is like, locked in starter, you know what I'm saying? And hey, that's what happened when you play with the Chiefs, I guess, man. I mean,
here's the crazy thing: he's only at RB 50 on Keep Straight Cut right now. That's as high as he's gotten after this past week. But some of the people that are above him, right? Jerome Ford or Kareem Hunt. Who the fuck would you rather have on your team right now?
Don't even get me started, man. You know I was forward tough this summer, man. I don't know what the hell happened, man.
We don't even know what Nick Chubb looks like after a blown out knee.
Yeah.
But he's 8 spots higher. 8 spots.
Blake
Corum can't even get on the fucking field.
And look what Nick Chubb coming back to.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to have Kareem Hunt's offensive line and offense period than Nick Chubb's.
How about this? Let me get real aggressive with you here. Because it's a running back position, we don't really give a shit. This was a guy you and I loved, but I think we can both acknowledge that it has not looked very good this year. Najee Harris or Kareem Hunt rest of the season? Who you got?
Man, Najee stinking it up, bro. Damn, man. It's hurt. You hurting my heart, Mike. You talking. These are all the guys all summer. I was like, yeah, Najee contract year. He had 1,000 yards every season. No. He can't even get you 30 yards on a week-to-week basis, man.
I give you one more. RB30. Trey Benson or Kareem Hunt the rest of the season.
And people are over Trey Benson, but I think right now, man, you know, that boy Kareem Hunt, man, he's reviving, man. He's back, Mike. And to be honest, if you think about it, Clyde, they probably want to move on from Samaje Perine. They just kind of signed. Wouldn't be surprised if Clyde get an extension, man. You know, Pacheco.
Kareem Hunt get a little bit of an extension. Yeah,
hey,
I love it, man.
The way he look right now, bro, I don't know why you will keep Clyde around, you know, and you usually don't have but one running back coming into the season anyway half the time. So you got P. Ryan and Hunt, man.
Hey, I was a little bit upset too that he couldn't get his number back. You know, Shamari Connor's got that number, 27 at Kansas City. But listen, I see 29 in the Chiefs jersey out there playing well, man. It makes me think about Eric Berry. Eric Berry is one of my favorite players.
The dog.
One of my favorite players, man. I love Eric Berry. So it fits, man. Fuck it. Keep the 29.
I was praying Dallas was going to get Eric Berry. I know he wasn't healthy, man, but I want an EB bad, man.
I love that guy, man.
Chiefs let him go. I want to get. He was a dog, man. That was my boy right there. Damn, you brought me back on that one, Mike. That was my dog, man. I see Jake say Trey Sermon, man. That was a good one because I thought Trey, man. Listen, you couldn't sell me Trey for 2 bags of chips, bro. And that week he had when JT was out, man, went off, man. I mean, I'm not saying he back, but he looked like you put him in the starting lineup. I'm like, you don't look too bad, man. So we gotta get Trey a little bit of love, man. I know he was in Philly. You got a bad taste about him, man.
Fuck him, man. Never heard of him.
I knew you wasn't feeling him, man.
Who?
I knew you wasn't feeling him, man. But shout out to Trey, man. He did his thing, man. Because
give Tyler Goodson the football. Give the Iowa guy the ball.
But Mike, remember when Trey Sermon was in that draft, man? Everybody, man. Trey Sermon, he's a steal in our rookie draft.
First round rookie pick,
man. Please.
Off of fucking 3 games.
Man,
3 college games. Off of
and
3
he
college.
Was injured coming into the league. This man was injured, torn ACL or something, and we talking about drafting him in the first round, man. Come on, Mike.
Thanks for tuning in, Jake, but he sucks.
Hey, Jake, go ahead, man. Yeah, I mean, Baker still got a job, but I feel you. We did count Baker out like multiple times, bro, and he just don't want to die, man. I mean,
how many times do you want to count Baker out, right? End of Cleveland run.
End of Cleveland.
Goes to Carolina. Looks good for a month. Count him out. Dead. Goes to the Rams. Revives his career. He's back.
Yeah.
He's back. Then he goes to Tampa Bay. We count him out like, oh, you remember when the memes were going on? We didn't know who was going to start before last year.
Oh, I remember.
Between him and Kyle Trask.
Listen.
And there's like practice footage, and they're like, Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield are having a mid-off or whatever the fuck it was. They junk. Yeah, Baker definitely got to be on that list. He just refuses to die.
Baker definitely said, "Listen, I'm the Undertaker out here, man." My guy though, man, I gotta really speak on is my boy J.K. Dobbins, man. J.K. all the way, baby. We literally threw him, and I mean, some people held on to him. You got a deep bench, you probably held on to him, hopefully, but you know, after tearing 2 ACLs back-to-back years, and it was like, damn, bro. I think his career done. Forget coming back and playing good. He might not come back at all. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people counting him all the way out as a football player in general. And then, of course, he goes to the team that's going to be the most run heavy, and they get Edwards in front of him, and they draft Vidal. And you thinking, 1, JK coming off a major injury. 2, this is the most run heavy offense probably in the league. How the hell he even going to make it through this? You know what I'm saying? And we thought Gus Edwards was the one, right? Everybody was taking Gus. Gus bust. He had all these touchdowns last year for the Ravens. Man, Gus ain't even touching the field. I mean, he is, but like, is he doing anything? No. Like, that's JK's backfield. 20-something rushes a game. He done put up two 100-yard plus games. 70-yard touchdown runs. Like, it ain't even just he falling in the end zone. JK looks like literally a start every week running back right now. And yeah, man, JK, bro, we counted him out. I don't know if he has any ACLs left in his body, but hey, the dude won't go away, man. My boy keep showing up, man. So sometimes I wonder, man, if the Ravens miss him. I know they got King Henry, so I know they don't. But man, I love JK in Baltimore, man. I love that JK.
I love it. Listen, this isn't going to be a popular one for people, You might think I'm cheating a little bit, but you got to hear me out. Hear my whole spiel.
Go ahead.
Fizz,
I got you.
I'm going with the king. King Henry.
Hey,
4 years
we did
ago.
count him out, Mike. We did count him out.
4 years
Go
ago.
ahead.
4 years ago, he was RB12 on Keep Trade Cut. He's putting up points. And then it was a slow, steady decline, right? Because he kept getting older. Older, and then it's down to RB14. And then the following year, we're down to RB17. And then this offseason, Fizz, RB32 for a low. RB32, like it's done for Derrick Henry. He looks slow. It doesn't look good.
People selling them
terrible.
for second round picks, like late second rounders, all type of stuff.
Who gives a shit? Like it's just been the slow decline of us being like, this is it. It's done for the king. It's over. The king's reign is over. And Fizz, here we are 4 years later, and Derrick Henry is back to RB12. Keep trade cut at 78 years old.
And leading the league in touchdowns and rushing yards, bro.
He's back.
Like,
He's back. He will not die.
Forget the dynasty value. In real life, he add value. Like that's the crazy part.
Here's the great thing. Because I can guarantee this is going to happen. He's going to go on to finish the year great. He's going to look awesome. In this offseason, then the little chirping will starting, like, he ain't doing it again, right? Like, sell your Derrick Henry before the bottom falls out. And I guarantee, Fizz, in like 5 years, you and I will still be doing this show, and you'll be asking me at fucking Halloween time, who's the fantasy reviver that won't die? And I'd be like, well, Fizz, 4 years ago, Derrick Henry was sorry. And here he is again with 1,000 yards rushing by October and double-digit touchdowns.
And that's the crazy part, bro. When the Cowboys didn't sign him, and everybody was thinking, like, what are you thinking, bro? Because he said he just bought a brand new house in Dallas.
Oh no!
I mean, pretty much he was ready to live in Dallas and play, and he said they didn't even call his phone. Not y'all didn't check in or you didn't offer me enough. They didn't even call to see how he was doing. Like, what is going on, bro? I'm so glad he in Baltimore. He don't need to be in Dallas anyway, man. Go do what you gotta do, King.
He don't need that negativity in his life.
He don't need it, man. The birds is flocking, man. He don't need them.
If he was in Dallas, they'd still give Zeke like 7 touches for no fucking reason.
They'd find a reason not to run the ball with him. So I'm kind of glad he not in Dallas, man. But Matt bro went up, and I'm with you. I feel like it's kind of cheating too, but it's not, man. And RB1, Alvin Kamara, bro. We talking RB1 right now in scoring and fantasy points right now, Mike. Alvin Kamara literally. I thought Kendre Miller was going to come in this year, Mike, and do something, right? Until preseason came and we heard Dennis Allen pretty much say he can't stand this guy, right? He literally every week, every day, he was like, "Look, man, Kendre Miller, he does nothing around here. Like he just couldn't stand him, right?" So I kind of knew like Miller might not, and it might not never be Miller time around here, but. Kamara, bro, we was giving him away for nuggets, man. He wanted to hold out. He getting older, blah, 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 blah. Man, this dude, every single week, he scored double digits in fantasy. He done put up 5 touchdown game against the Cowboys. He done hit plus 50 yards and plus receiving and rushing. So I think every game he's had, except for last week against the Chiefs, I think he's had 50 plus yards in receiving and rushing every week this game. So, I mean, every week this season. So, I don't care where we rank him at. And the difference between him and King, though, King Henry is a bruiser. You know what I'm saying? He run up the middle. He fall over. He going to knock you out. One of these times, he going to get a hit that is going to really hit him. Kamara, man, he don't really get touched, bro. The way he run, the way he move, he plays the game so good that he can literally last. I'm looking at 29 years old. He can last another 4 years, bro, and put up similar production because of how he played the game. You know what I'm saying? He's not a run in the middle, dip my shoulder, and this dude is elusive. He don't get tackled, he don't get touched. So as long as his ACLs and ankles is intact, man, Alvin Kamara should be a top 12 running back, bro, for the next 3 years, man. Minimum 3.
I love it, man. 2 old running backs there at one time.
Minimum 3, bro.
Fizz, going to the tight end.
Oh man, you really getting ugly right now, Mike.
This man carried the fucking position for years. Even carried the position last year. And through the first 4 games, we wrote this fucking guy off. Like it's done. It's over. I'm trading him for any third. Fuck this guy. In the last 2 weeks, just in standard PPR scoring. Travis, Mr. Taylor Swift Kelsey is back to putting up 16 burgers left and fucking right. This is my fucking team, and I'm going to carry them to the 3rd straight Super Bowl. Yeah. Fuck y'all. I got this. Patrick Mahomes may be playing like shit, but I won't be. I won't be. Travis Kelsey will not die. He will not die. He's going to go for like another 5 years. Watch this shit. Watch this. He's
Think so?
Yeah. Well, depends on when he actually pops the question to Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna say this: if they win a Super Bowl this year, you think he's gonna come back?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he's 3 in a row. Why not go for 4?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Yeah, in that case, I would if I lose.
I thought when he played his brother 2 years ago, and he won the Super Bowl. That was like, if there's a moment for Travis Kelsey to ride off in the sunset, it's like right then. Nope. Then I thought last year, with the Taylor Swift thing, if there's a moment for Travis Kelsey to ride off in the sunset and be like, I got a sugar mama, I'm out of here. I'm proposing on the field right after I just fucking gave my 2nd Super Bowl in a row. That was going to be it. So, Fizz, I can't say that if he wins a 3rd one in a row, like I can see him retired. He might just keep going forever. He don't give a shit.
Nah, you're right. And he definitely broke some hearts last Monday because he beat me. I was up like 14 points and Monday night and it was over with. So he definitely is back. Rashee Rice, though, I believe not being there is the reason why he has to be back. Like his role is that across the middle short pass. That's pretty much his role. And Rice kind of took it and, hey, I'm here now. I'm him, So
I'm back.
Yeah.
Feed me again.
Nah, you're right. I like Kelsey. I like that Kelsey call. I'm gonna go to a guy, man. I actually had on the thumbnail, man, and it's Joe Flacco, bro. Joe Flacco is in the building, man. One thing I'm watching with Flacco, bro. I mean, I don't even know if anybody even drafted him in any league. Like, hey, what we need Flacco for? You know what I'm saying? But unless you had Anthony Richardson, maybe you thought about it. But to literally look at Flacco, do what he did last year in Cleveland when Deshaun Watson wasn't around, they went through DTR. Darian Thompson Robinson, they went through who's the third one? Who's the quarterback, Mike? The third quarterback after DTR. It was the mobile. He was mobile. He a mobile quarterback. He didn't play. Wasn't Joe Johnson. It was
no.
Whoever it was, they got rid of him too. Like they didn't.
That guy sucks so bad.
They went through 3 quarterbacks last year, and all of a sudden came back with Flacco, and everybody like, man, Joe Flacco, what the hell? Man, Flacco went out there and had Amari Cooper, Tyler Huntley. There you go. It was Tyler Huntley? I don't know if it was Tyler Huntley.
No. He signed there in the offseason.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Tyler Huntley. Didn't even make it up. I'm talking last
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. There we go. Because I was thinking XFL. I wanted to say, I couldn't think of the name. PJ Walker. They ran through 3 quarterbacks last year, bro. And Flacco come out of nowhere, take them to the playoffs. I actually could have won that last game that they lost, bro. He could have took them 3 rounds into the playoffs. And just imagine if Flacco took that team to the AFC Championship or even a Super Bowl, bro. What is like? How do you explain that? And also, as an organization, what do you do? Because if you look at like when Nick Foles did it with y'all, it was a little different because Nick Foles still was a little younger. Flacco was like 39 years old, man. There's no way you're gonna throw your franchise in the hands of Joe Flacco, but. Let him go. You go get Jameis, and now he in Indianapolis, and he played last week, bro.
If you remember, the Eagles didn't give it to Nick Foles even after winning the Super Bowl. He started the first couple games because Carson Wentz was still working his way back from an ACL. But as soon as Wentz was healthy enough, it was his team until Wentz got hurt again and played like shit the entire year, and then they gave it back over to Nick Foles and ended in that terrible Saints playoff loss that I still hate to this day.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying when Flacco took over and won the Super Bowl, then the next year, like you said, they gave it back to Wentz. He got hurt again, and then y'all went and beat the Bears, the 15-1 Bears, beat them. But I'm saying Foles was still kind of young enough to get another job, like a big contract somewhere else.
Yeah, with Jacksonville, and then suck.
Yeah, he definitely was trash. But that's Jacksonville. They suck, But for Flacco to get, like, let's just say Flacco took them to the AFC Championship, bro. I don't know if somebody's going to throw Joe Flacco a $30 million contract for 2 years. He could, but 39-year-old Flacco, that's kind of tough, man. But
fuck it.
He gets cut, goes to the Colts, gets his first week of play, and man, the Bama looked like He was 27 years old, Mike. Everybody ate Sunday, man. Josh Downs, I mean, Trey Sermon looked good in the offense. The whole entire offense looked like they were rejuvenated, especially when Anthony Richardson didn't make them look like anything. So for you to have the future of the league, the franchise quarterback do nothing for 3 weeks, and then Joe Flacco come and say, "Hey, I'm gonna show y'all how I get down." You know what I'm saying? And he gets busy the first game, bro. Joe Flacco, man, it looked like he could play another 3 more years, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's gonna be hard to get rid of Flacco, bro.
He just will not go away, man.
I know the Browns wish they had stayed down with Joe Flacco, man. You know,
he's like the herpes of quarterbacks. He ain't never leaving.
He ain't leaving, man. Hey, what was that Dave Chappelle show, man? When he had all the drugs and
he had all the diseases out there,
all the diseases. Hey, Joe Flacco was one of them. I don't know which one he is. But
who was that guy that had all that? Q-tip.
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 Yeah. Hey, Joe Flacco was on that episode, man. He was one of them diseases that won't go away, man. Shout out my boy Cheese Sticks, man. 0-2 locking the Bears, man. Here you go.
so Cheese Sticks is I mean, he's got a perfect record of never winning the lock of the week. So
yeah,
listen, for all you out there, go lock in the Jacksonville Jaguars on the money line.
Yeah, on the hey, if Cheese Sticks bet on the team, you better go on the other team, man.
Go on the other team, man. Jags gonna win this one.
Look, the man is paying. He's paying to lose. He's giving us, super chats to help y'all win some money, man. So,
I love it.
Shout out Joey, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Here's one for you. All right, you ready for this one?
What you got, Mike?
This dude's died like 70 times in my Dynasty lifetime. It feels like at this point. We always kill him. We're done with him. He's a meme. Daniel fucking Jones.
Man,
Daniel Jones.
Hey, Mike. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I talked so bad about DJ this year, man.
Yep.
I just knew he was worth absolutely nothing, bro.
Nothing. You give him away. Who gives a shit? He ain't even gonna have this job. Go get fucking Drew Lock because he's gonna start games and they're gonna be picking Shadur Sanders 101 next year, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Last 4 games, or out of the last 4 games, Daniel Jones, 18 fantasy points, 19 fantasy points. He had a 10-pointer against Dallas. And this last week, 22.1 QB 11 with no Malik Neighbors. Didn't give a fuck.
Crazy.
Didn't
Crazy,
give a
Mike.
fuck.
Crazy.
So,
man.
remember, we wrote him off. It was nice to see him in his rookie year, right? We saw him in his rookie year. He did a little something. After being written off in the draft as the biggest fucking mistake that the New York Giants had ever made, drafting dopey Daniel Jones out of Duke that high. Nice rookie year, sophomore year, fucking pathetic. His third season, okay. His 2022, Brian Dable. Shit, is Daniel Jones really worth like a first plus? Like, do I take Daniel Jones in this offseason startup after he just finished his QB 10 in the top 2 rounds? Maybe. Then last year, torn ACL, but even before the torn ACL, he looked fucking horrible. Disgusting, so we wrote him off this offseason. Here he is back, Daniel Jones, a cool 15.5 fantasy points, QB 18 on a 3 out of 4 heater as far as fantasy point scoring goes. Daniel Jones will not fucking die.
And he got Wan'Dale Robinson looking like a all-pro right now.
He's got fucking Darius Slayton. Somebody out here asking Darius Slayton.
Hey, look, then he told us we don't know football. So, hey, we right. We must be right, brother. He might be right.
Jesus Christ. Daniel Jones, man. There's my reviver.
Nah, that was it.
Self-reviver.
I ain't gonna lie, Mike. You had the cojones to do that because I wasn't gonna do Danny, man. But shout out to Danny, though. He definitely doing this thing, man. And I'm gonna keep it quarterbacks though, Mike, right? And this is a guy, man. I remember me and EV was drafting in the underdogs, and I did a couple America's game, and I kept saying, man, what's up with my boy, man? And he kept saying, oh man, they signed another guy, and I'm like, oh nah, man, I need to see my boy back on the field, man. When he got his shot, Mike, the boy took off, man. Malik Willis, we wrote him off. He ain't write us back, man, because my boy literally was done, man. I mean, they signed Mason Rudolph. It was like, look, we wasted our time thinking this dude was a number 2 overall pick. He didn't go till like the 4th round, 5th round. I mean, he was garbage, blah, 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 blah. Man, Malik Willis came in Green Bay with some coaching, and he looked good, man. Malik Willis looked like he looked better than Deshaun Watson right now. That's for damn sure. He look like he need a guaranteed contract right now, man. So Malik Willis, man. I mean, we literally wrote him off. He wasn't on anybody's list. Most people got him in free agency. I don't even think people drafted him in most leagues. Like 30 bench spots, people still wasn't drafting the dude, man. So, yeah, man, Malik Willis, man, definitely came in this year and stepped up, bro, and showed us all that sometimes it take time and sometimes it take coaching, man. But don't count him out yet, man. So I definitely had to give my boy some love because we threw him in the dumpster, bro. Last year it was over with for him.
I'm getting early on this one and taking victory laps too, Fizz. The Malik Willis one was great. Adam, cover your fucking ears. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, no, I'm muting my mic on this one, Mike.
Juju, he's back, baby. He's back. You just wait, Fizz. He's going to put up another 20 burger. Another 20 burgers coming in 2 weeks. You just wait, buddy. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's back. He probably got that experimental German surgery or platelet-rich plasma. Who gives a shit? He's got brand new knees. He looks like a new man out there. Juju's back. I can't wait for Kadarius Toney to take off in Cleveland, too. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'll be
man.
riding such a high. But Juju, dead as a fucking door now. I love the keep trade cut thing, man. A month ago, Juju Smith-Schuster was wide receiver 147 on keep trade cut. First off, I didn't even know it went that low. Like, they could rank him down that far. Like, who the fuck's voting on 147th wide receiver? But okay.
Nah, for real.
Here we are, man. He's back in the top 80.
Crazy.
He's like a rocket. He's like a rocket. If there was ever a meme stock like Shiba, the real life counterpart might be Juju.
Hey, Mike, this goes to show you, man. Think about them receivers, man, that leave those teams that they should never leave for more money. You got to get your money.
Yep.
All respect for the money. There's no way you thought you were going to leave the Chiefs and go to New England and actually blossom.
Well, first off, leaving anybody and going to New England as a free agent probably isn't a good idea.
Exactly.
Like KJ Osborne. Have we heard anything of him this
At
year?
all.
Like Jalen Naylor's out there doing things with Sam Darnold in Minnesota. And you're like, KJ's like, what the fuck did I go in for?
Listen, I watch these players, man. And again, go get your money. I'm never going to knock a man for getting his money. But when you don't have a job in 2 years, just know why. Because you left a great opportunity, man, and chase the money. Sometime, man, you know. I mean, think about I always go to TJ Houshmandzadeh, bro. TJ Houshmandzadeh in Cincinnati was off the chain.
Yes.
He went to Seattle and chased that bag, and in 2 years, I ain't even see his ponytail on the field, man. He was gone. I ain't see him no more. I don't know where he was at.
Love it.
Chase the bag, man. Sometimes you got to stay where you at. Juju came back for probably $10 million less, and now he got a 100-yard game. So I ain't gonna say shout out to Juju, man. I'm over Juju, man. But, but I'm gonna go back to the running backs, Mike. And there's somebody that I guarantee you, not one person on earth said that draft this guy, man. And it's Justice Hill, man. Justice Hill has revived. He's back. I remember Justice Hill 3 years ago was my man. I always felt like Baltimore never gave him a chance, but then he always got hurt. So I was like, all right, well, maybe it's on me. Wow, I just had a thing, man. Justice Hill was always my guy, man. And I'm glad they stuck with him. Glad they kept him around. And right now, he's literally the, Antonio Gibson to the Ramondre Stevenson, or, that catching back. He's not really the runner because Derrick Henry's doing that, but he's getting 6-7 targets a game and catching all of them, going up the field, because it's not like Lamar throw the ball deep a lot anyway. So I'm looking right now on Sleeper, man. He's right behind Najee, which sounds crazy because we thought Najee would be way up there. But, I mean, for Justice Hill to even have he just got an extension, I think, 2 weeks ago. So that just lets you know there, like, that they like, hey, man, we're going to keep the dude around a little bit. After drafting Ali in the draft, they still got Keontae Mitchell on PUP. So they got little guys around that maybe could have kept that spot, but they still signed Justice Hill. So, hey, man, listen, Justice Hill is doing his thing. I didn't expect to see it. I like him as a player, but I never expected him to be, where he is right now over Devin Singletary, Javonte Williams, Braylon Allen, Roshan Spears. Those ain't big names, but Justice Hill, you would think wouldn't even be close to those names. So shout out to Justice Hill, man. I definitely got to give my dog his flowers, man.
I like that one too, man, especially because I just dunked on somebody for hyping up Keaton Mitchell. The guy who shredded his fucking knee last year, like into pieces.
Yeah.
Go get him because he's free. Yeah, there's a reason he's free. He's
Yeah.
fucking roster clogger.
Yeah, I know, Mike. I got to miss you though, man. So hey, shout out to him, man. Hopefully,
hey man, fucking 6 weeks in, man. If you're not really out there, your IR spots are all full
that's
at
facts.
this point. Like,
That's facts.
Like they're full.
Hey, you know me, Mike. I was screaming Puka to the moon, and he's been on my IR in every single league.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, I'm gonna pat myself on the back on this one and take another victory lap.
Okay.
All over the place, because my analysis was, if there's anybody that could play this particular role down in Atlanta, it was going to be Mr. Darnell Mooney, right?
Ooh,
so
okay.
Darnell Mooney and Kirk Cousins. I kind of saw this one in the offseason just looking at body type, play style, etc. Darnell Mooney matched up very well with what Kirk Cousins did with Jordan Addison last year.
For sure.
Now, Jordan Addison wasn't a extreme target hog or anything like that, but the explosive plays down the field and always being fantasy relevant was very, very nice with Kirk Cousins and Jordan Addison. Transpose it to this year, Kirk Cousins found his Jordan Addison in Darnell Mooney. And while Drake London had a massive breakout, Darnell Mooney actually took that Jordan Addison role for Kirk Cousins and kind of increased a little bit. The amount of fucking targets Darnell Mooney's getting is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So a dude that was left for dead, shit, you could have got this dude for thirds everywhere, easily. Like in lineup leagues, I would have, if you would have given me a third for my Darnell Mooney, I probably would have been taking it, just process-wise, easily. Best ball leagues, you would have had to kind of pay a little bit more for me to not fuck around and find out if my prediction was correct. So I'm glad that nobody actually had the balls to pay a little more, and I'm enjoying all that Darnell Mooney on them best ball teams. And now, Fizz, like, I'm starting this dude in fucking lineups solidly every single week. Like, in the lineup leagues, I'm putting Darnell Mooney in. Fuck it. I'm putting him in my flex. I'll put him as my wide receiver 3, and I'm just going to ride it.
I mean, getting like 14, 15 targets, Mike. Like, it's
stupid.
It's crazy, man.
And still getting shots down the field.
Yeah. And Mike, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm looking at my list right here, man. I'm gonna touch on the guy that you had to buy over the summer. Get him. He's an old crusty, but this is what he does, the production. So I'm gonna give you some love on this one, right? This is one of your guys, Tyler Lockett, man. I'm looking at Tyler Lockett right now, Mike. He is higher than Tyreek Hill, Deontay Johnson, Xavier Worthy, Zay Flowers, Brandon Ayuk, Chris Olave. Man, Tyler Lockett got some numbers this year, man, for a guy that we thought was an old crusty, man, and nobody wanted to draft him. It was all DK and JSN. And I'm looking on Sleeper right now, man. Tyler Lockett got more than first, second round talent, bro. So I'm pretty sure nobody drafted him when they were supposed to. And half the people that's in lineup leagues don't even put him in their lineup. But man, Tyler Lockett is going out there, bro. And it hasn't been consistent, but I mean, if you look at his games, he had 13 week 1, 3 week 2, 9, 11, 11, 16. So, I mean, hey, bro, it's people out here right now like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. They can't buy a double-digit game. So, Tyler Lockett, man, is one of them dudes. And again, this is a couple months ago. You had a buy now, low risk, high reward players, man. And Tyler Lockett was one of them peoples, bro. So, shout out to you, man, for reminding people, man, to keep picking the lock out there, you know?
I love it, man. I do love me some Tyler Lockett. He was cheap as fuck. Cheap as fuck. Fizz, I'll give you a shout out on this one because this is my last one I could really think of that I love. But this is you, man. And it's only going to get better from here. Stephon fucking Diggs.
Hey, I was going to say him, but I said nah, because I always talk about Diggs all the time, bro.
Stephon fucking Diggs. Here's the absolute ludicrous thing. Right now, Stephon Diggs, if you want to look at overall scoring or points per game, Stephon Diggs is a wide receiver 1. And he has been. And he has been with Nico Collins on the field.
And he got Nico Collins on his team. That's the crazy part.
He's got Nico Collins on the field, and he's a wide receiver 1. Think about that. Nico Collins is now gone for 4 weeks. Maybe more, but we'll say 4 weeks. What do you think's going to happen with fucking Stephon Diggs over the next few games, Fizz? It is absolutely crazy. The most ludicrous thing is, I go to Keep Trade Cut, and I'm like, I bet people are pushing Stephon Diggs up. No, he's actually down 4 spots. He's down 4 spots on Nico Collins going on IR and producing wide receiver 1 numbers. What the fuck?
I've been offering Diggs as a throw-in in trades, and nobody wants him.
What the fuck are we doing?
Okay, never mind. I'll keep him.
I tried in this lineup league. I lost Nico Collins, right? So I tried to send Nico Collins and what's going to be a very early first next year for CeeDee Lamb and Stephon Diggs, and I got told to fuck off from a rebuilder.
Yeah.
From a rebuilding team. And I was like, okay. That guy really likes Stephon Diggs. I wish he liked Stephon Diggs more like these keep trade cut fucks out here, where it's wide receiver 39 just barely in front of Josh Downs. Listen, I think Josh Downs is nice, but there's no fucking sentence I'm going to say that's going to have Josh Downs and Stephon Diggs in the same breath other than right now.
I'm telling you, man. And I feel like literally, you know, I always felt like Diggs was just one of those guys where, you know, he's going to come in and let CJ know, hey, trust me. You know what I'm saying? I got you when you don't feel like you got nobody. I ain't going to lie. I really slept on Nico Collins, too. So shout out to Nico because I didn't expect him to do what he's doing. But when you look at what Nico and Diggs is doing, bro, you look at CJ ain't really having the best season, but his two receivers is going the hell off. So it's kind of weird.
Bananas.
It's crazy, man. When you look at, you know, the quarterback landscape and CJ, you would think with him having two top 12 receivers and he should be a top 5 quarterback and he's not. So
time out here too. How the fuck is Tank Dell still above Stephon Diggs in Dynasty ranks? Like,
listen,
who the fuck is voting for this?
You don't like Diggs because last year the narrative was he's washed up. Josh Allen can't make him good no more. I've been saying all summer, Mike, get Stephon Diggs, man. I mean, I'm a Maryland boy, so I'm a little home biased, but I just know Diggs is a baller, bro. He's a baller, man. He got a lot of stuff going on outside of the game, but he's a baller on the field.
I apologize to Stephon Diggs because I was pushing this Tank Dell thing all offseason. Like, give me the cheapest one, Tank Dell. Tank Dell's got this connection with CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
And through 5 fucking weeks, I can go like, if you offered me Stephon Diggs for my Tank Dell right now, I'd do a backflip. I'd be so fucking excited. You could have all the Tank Dell. I will take all your Stephon Diggs.
I'm telling you, man.
It's not even a fucking question.
And now, like you said, no Nico for 4 weeks.
Holy shit.
Just saying, man. So I'm glad you said my boy.
Is Diggs like this year's Keenan Allen? You remember Keenan Allen was just balling out of his mind last year and disrespected?
Keenan Allen won me endless playoff games last year, bro.
Keenan Allen fed families last year.
Bro. No question. And now, like you said, with no Nico, bro, man, it might be nuclear for Diggs for the next couple of weeks, man.
Lad McConkey or Stephon Diggs. Like, is this really a fucking decision we have to
Mike, I'm telling you, I've been putting Diggs in offers and getting declined. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, never mind. I'm gonna just keep the guy, man. Y'all tripping.
It's wild. It's wild.
I'm glad. That's why I ain't bring it up, Mike. I wanted somebody else to say it because I ain't want to keep pushing the narrative, man. So
I got you, buddy.
I appreciate it, bro. So I'm gonna go on my last one, man, on this topic, man. Sam Darnold, bro. It ain't too much I even gotta say about the guy, man, but Sam Darnold was one of my guys who I said is going to have a breakout season because he got to, and the offense and the coaching. And if you look at Sam Darnold's just offense in general, you got Justin Jefferson, bro. I mean, what more can you do? If you look at the quarterbacks last year, they still made Jefferson relevant as a receiver 1, and he had like 3 different quarterbacks, right? Josh Dobbins don't even get activated, and he had Jefferson looking good. So I don't know how Sam Darnold can't. And honestly, to be honest, I know everybody was on this JJ wave. Are we sure that JJ even would have beat Sam Darnold out to start the season if he wasn't hurt? I don't know necessarily that he would have. You know, that's the hype because he's the rookie. But Sam Darnold could have won that job coming out of the summer anyway. So just imagine if JJ wasn't hurt and they let Sam start this season off and he's 5-0. When do you throw JJ in? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the pressure was always on JJ, never on Sam. And he stepped up to the plate. Had an ugly win last year against the Jets. I mean, and it was in London. So I knew that was one of them games I said, man, it's a trap game. If he's going to lose a game, it's going to be in London because they ain't supposed to be there anyway, you know? But to see what he's doing right now, bro, and nobody wanted him. I even traded him away to a couple teams for second rounders just to get him off my team because even though I wanted him, I had enough depth that I was like, all right, I'm cool on moving with Sam. But now, seeing what he was, I'm like, damn, bro, I still don't need him, but I wish I would have held on and get a little bit more, man, because he worth I mean, if you package it up right, man, you can get a late first for Sam Darnold right now, bro, because if you think about it, Mike, he's a free agent next year. if Minnesota don't sign him, somebody's gonna pay this dude a bag, man. We see it happen all the time. And when you look at the teams that don't get high draft picks but need a quarterback, Sam Darnold's balling out his mind right now, man, for a guy that nobody wanted when he left the Jets. He went to Carolina. He was throwing the trash. I mean, every team he's went to, they just pretty much wrote him off, man, and he write him back. So shout out to Sam Darnold. He got the best team in the league right now on the NFC as far as records, and that defense is damn sure going to stop any offense that's going up against him. So,
right,
yeah, man, Sam Darnold is that dude right now, man.
As it kind of stands right now, too, talking about Sam Darnold, one thing I always like to do, probably about this time, when we start focusing a little bit more, especially our shitty teams that are already out of it, our rebuilding squads, some of those, right? Like you gotta be prepared. Look ahead to 2025, and I listened to you and E talk about 25 class a little bit, Fizz, and we probably got, I'd say if you wanted to be nice, and this is, one way or the other, maybe 3 first-round quarterbacks next year, give or take, somewhere in there. Like I think 3 is probably fair. So if you go, there's 3 first-round quarterbacks. Let's look at all the teams who need a quarterback heading 2025 through 6 weeks, and kind of comfortably say it, right? I go the Jets. The Jets probably need a fucking quarterback. The Cleveland Browns need a quarterback. We're not entirely sold on the Pittsburgh Steelers situation, though I do think it's probably Justin Fields moving forward, but we will see. The Tennessee Titans are going to need a quarterback. The Las Vegas Raiders are definitely going to need a quarterback. You look at the Seattle Seahawks, they might need a quarterback. We don't know what happens with the Rams and Matt Stafford. Maybe Stafford retires and they need a quarterback. The New Orleans Saints need a quarterback. The Carolina Panthers need a quarterback. And I just spoke glowingly of Daniel Jones. He's playing well, but if Daniel Jones goes out for the rest of the season and shits the fucking bed, the New York fucking Giants will need a quarterback.
Yeah, man.
That is, I'm no math expert. I'm just a big dummy from Iowa with a beard. But that seems like more than 3. All right. So that means those other quarterback positions are going to have to be filled by dudes like Sam Darnold.
Yeah. And not only that, if you think about the class coming in, it's not like these are world beaters. These aren't Caleb Williamses, and
they're not bulletproof. Like none of these. I like Shedeur, but he is nowhere in the realm of category as Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
But think about this, though, Mike. Right?
Is he even as good as J.J. McCarthy in all reality right now?
I'm going to say yeah, because JJ to me wasn't a big passer in college anyway.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. But that's kind of like where you're going to slot him in. And for a lot of people, that's the 101. That's the number one quarterback.
And that's what I was going to say. One of these teams that take one of these, let's just say the Quentin Ewers, right? You might not want him to start for the whole first season.
That's more like Bo Nix category.
So you might not even want him to start the first season anyway. So you do. Sam Darnold might end up in another JJ McCarthy situation, where he goes to a team, they take a first-round quarterback, and then just let him sit behind him for a whole year. I mean, Michael Penix just got drafted, and they gave Kirk Cousins $100 million. So it's not like it's impossible for Sam Darnold to get $90 million, and they still draft the quarterback at pick 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically that can happen anytime. I mean, I don't know why the Raiders wouldn't look at it the way that they've been falling at quarterback right now. So, yeah, man, I think Sam Darnold has bought himself a multi-million-dollar deal, multiple seasons, and yeah, man, shout out Sam Darnold, man. That's my boy this year, man, for sure.
I just hope he rebounds and it's not as bad as it looked, because he looked god awful last week. Like he looked god awful. But to your point, man, it's in London. It's a weird thing. The one thing about the Jets, they may be a dumpster fire on offense, but I think the defense is pretty fucking solid.
For sure.
Also, kind of leading into this week as a little bit of a preview, I'm making the decision in a lot of my leagues where I do have this problem in a lineup league, like my 1 QB redraft leagues. Do I start Josh Allen or do I start Jaden Daniels? And it's definitely fucking Jaden Daniels. I'm not even thinking fucking twice. Josh Allen versus Jets. No, thank you. I'm good.
I'm with you, Mike. You know,
I'd rather start J-Day versus the fucking Ravens, who also have a dynamite defense, but I feel much more safe with that one.
So, look, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I think we done ran through enough of the players that we kind of want to go back and forth on for the revivers. And I want to speak on a little bit of the Sunday games, man. I mean, we got some time, and I mean, it was Friday, right? So we got some heavy hitting games this weekend. If we can start out with J-Day versus Lamar, man. I mean, I'm a be up at the game, and I'm pulling up. So, you know, give me your takes, man. What you think about either side, it don't matter, or both sides, but this one of them heavy hitters right here, man.
So it was brought up by Adam on Wednesday night, and I thought it was pretty interesting. All right, so Baltimore's got a hell of a defense. They really do. I love
Definitely.
Baltimore's defense. I love the way they play, and Washington's defense has been kind of surprisingly good, right? Like they made Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns, look like ass, which hasn't been hard.
Though, Mike.
I get it.
The
Yeah,
offense is helping the defense.
Complementary football.
100%.
I say this though. So I don't think the Commanders are like world beaters at defense, but they've been solid. They haven't been fucking dumpster fires. They're not the Bengals.
Nope.
They're not the Panthers.
No, they're
right?
trash.
No. Like they're average. Baltimore has been very, very good. And then I go and I look at the fucking line, and Adam brought this up. The total for this game is 51.5. By far and away the highest.
For sure.
So Vegas is out here being like, this is about to be a fucking shootout between Lamar and J-Day. And I'm all here for it, Fizz.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm riding the vibes, Lamar, J-Day. I'm not a very big betting guy, but I might lay a little bit on, one, the Commanders to cover the spread of 6.5, which I think might be a little bit too aggressive. And I'm going to bet the over. Fuck it. I'm willing to be wrong, but I'm going to try to speak this shit into existence. Yeah. I want to speak this shit into existence because I want some like 48,
you
40.
Want that kind of game. Yeah.
I want some 48, 45 barn burner.
Yeah. We want to see Lamar run for 40 and throw a 40-yard touchdown to Zay, and then Jaden run for 30 and throw a 70-yard touchdown to McLaurin. Like, that's what we want, back and forth.
You know what I really want? I want that game. It was like Monday night or Sunday night. This is a few years back. Years back. The Rams Chief.
I already know.
I want that kind of fucking game. Give me that one.
Hey, listen, that was the Jared Goff Rams. So that lets you know how long ago that was.
Jared Goff Rams, baby.
That was one of them games, though, Mike. That was one of them games right there, man. If
Give
you
me that one.
On that one, good luck to you, because that was one of them nights, man.
I want to see both quarterbacks account for like 500 total yards each.
For sure.
In like 4 touchdowns. Like this is, I want to see Derrick Henry bust off another like 80-yard run for no fucking reason when everybody says he's old and slow and too big or whatever. I want to see Zay Flowers go out there. And listen, man, Travis Kelce's back. Can we get fucking Mark Andrews with like 10 catches, 120 yards and 2 tutties? Like, please.
I'm a when I get out there, I'm gonna make a paper plane and see if I can fly it up on the field or something.
Come on, Mark.
See, yeah. I'm gonna say, man, Drews, we got answers, man.
I just want to see it.
Fuck
defense, man. I don't give a fuck about defense this week.
Defense, man. Fall on the floor, let him run, let him score. I don't give a damn, man.
Listen, if you were gonna throw a flag for holding, just let the fucker go. All right, let the boys play.
Facts. Nah, I'm with you, man. I feel the same way, bro. I feel like I know we didn't have some good games on the schedule, bro, but this might be the most looked into, like, these two teams, these two quarterbacks, like, and I know why they haven't made it a rivalry, because Washington's been bad for so long. Yeah. And I know they're not in the same conference or division, but I mean, the Cowboys play the 49ers every year, and we don't necessarily have them on our schedule.
Right.
It's teams that play certain teams, at least if not every year, every other year. And since this is the battle of the Beltway, 40-minute, 30-minute drive, with these two quarterbacks, man, there's no way this game shouldn't be on the schedule. I guarantee you this year is 1 p.m. Next year, Sunday night, Monday night, I don't see how this game ain't played on a Sunday. And it's going to be in Washington since Baltimore got this one. So
that's a great point, too, because they don't usually do these crossover conference games unless they have a hell of a lot of intrigue. Yeah. So if this one goes out and lives up to all the fucking hype, like you said, it is 12 p.m., the NFL is going to put this on the fucking schedule every year for the foreseeable future, and they're going to put the game in prime time somewhere around like week 7, week 8, whatever.
Yeah,
and just
let us cook. The ticket prices is 230-something% up, because they was like $91. Now the cheapest ticket is like $300.
So here's like the crazy thing. I'm looking at tickets right on. This is just ESPN when you look at their schedule, and they'll say like tickets as low as some of these NFL games, like Bucks Saints. Nobody gives a fuck. Tickets as low as $40.
Mm-hmm.
No one gives a shit, right? Lions, Cowboys, two very good teams in Dallas, right? Like in Dallas, tickets as low as $38.
Yeah,
you can get into Jerry World.
Like, I get spoiled because Dallas tickets aren't that high, bro. I go there a lot, and them tickets are never really that high. It's some other game, but this Washington game, I know you go ahead, because it's like $300 to sit on the power lines, bro. I'm telling you.
Commanders, Ravens, Tickets as low as $233.
Bro, I seen a ticket that was on there for like $318 with no seat behind me. So that mean I'm sitting with a bird seat, man. I ain't about to be paying to get up in here, man. Hell
So
nah.
if I want to sit on the 50-yard line, and I want to sit
About
row
700, 600.
I want to
man.
sit row 13, $1,700.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, this game, but Mike, this the thing. About 3 weeks ago, them prices wasn't like that. But J-Day, he didn't change the narrative, man. He done made that, the NFL. There's no way they're not going to push this game to be played at least once every other year. There's no way.
It's fucking nuts, man. I want to sit in section 540 all the way up. $320.
I'm telling you, that must have been. I'm telling you, Mike. I looked that ticket up. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $300, and there's nobody behind me. Hell no, nah.
Buddy. When so this is years ago. This is years ago when Iowa went to the first Big Ten championship game against Michigan State. We almost won that motherfucker too, almost. But I was so excited that Iowa had a chance to win the Big Ten, and we're in the Big Ten championship game. I bought tickets. I want to say like right after the Wisconsin game when we won that fucking thing.
Okay.
And I want to say I paid at the time like $120 a ticket, which I was like, fuck it. Like, I believe we're going to get there for sure.
For sure.
We got to Indianapolis, and the place is just crawling with Hawkeye fans. Everybody's fucking excited about it. It's versus Michigan State. Iowa fans are drinking all the Indianapolis bars out of all the booze that's there. They're running out of beer. There's somebody, I'm walking into the stadium, and there's somebody like, I need tickets. I'm a diehard Hawkeyes fan. I'll buy these tickets. And he's like, I'll give you like $250 or whatever for one. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it in my head, like, that's a good profit. I can go watch it at the bar. You know what I mean? Like, I get off it. Think about that, Fizz. $250 was a massive overpay at the fucking time for like a guy who's just, never seen Iowa win an actual Big Ten championship game. And now you're sitting here looking at fucking Ravens Commanders in the middle of the NFL, at the beginning of the NFL
I'm about to say
season.
regular season doesn't matter really because they're not even the same division or conference. Like
that don't even come close.
Man, listen, bro. That's how I'm telling you, man. I know for a fact when I leave this house, I got to get out there, Mike, by like 7 a.m. if that, because them streets gonna be crazy, man. Them people gonna be packed out there on Sunday. A lot of them don't even care about the game. They just want to be in the area, man. Have a good time. I'm telling you, Mike. So I got to go, man. I got to feel them vibes, man. No question.
I was in the parking lot when Lamar Jackson and Jay Daniels scored off, and it was a 63-60 game.
I'm taking endless pictures, man. I'm taking hella pictures. Everybody gonna know I was there that day, man.
I love it, man. You got that Jay Day jersey or the Lamar jersey ready? Which one you rocking?
So look, this is I got my Dez Brand Baltimore, man. So
that's what you're going with.
I saw Dez had made a tweet and said I might have to put. Even Dez said he might go to the damn game. He was like, man, I might got to go to this game. I said,
you're in tight with Dez. Dez might get you in.
Hey, listen, if he pop up, I got to wear my jersey. Hey, Dez, man, we out here, man. What's up? Where your VIP at, bro?
Let's go.
Hold it down for your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born in '88.
I love it.
Holla at me, man. Nah, but that's a hell of a game, though, Mike. And I feel like if you ain't gonna watch no games, bro, that's the one you gotta watch. No question. Don't miss that one at all. Only thing I'm gonna hate is, how sometimes you want to actually watch the games.
Yeah.
Being outside and in the vicinity gonna be cool, but I'm be like, damn, bro, I want to watch this on TV too. So
for sure.
I mean, I know it's gonna be TVs and all that out there, but I just think the vibe in that stadium and the outside and everywhere in that whole city is gonna be so fun, man. So I got to go to that one. Especially before next year when it's really the stage is really set, because then it's gonna be even like people come from out of town and. Like now it's kind of like if you had tickets, you already good. But if next year when it's scheduled and what's going to come, you ain't gonna be able to even go outside, man.
See, this year is like the feeling out process, right?
Exactly.
Like how is it gonna go?
Yeah.
Next year it's gonna be possible Super Bowl preview. Like Washington might be that they're gonna go out and sign like fucking T. Higgins in the offseason to pair with Terry McLaurin and that offense. Like they're gonna get some offensive linemen, some defensive players, and all of a sudden it's like Washington with Jaden Daniels in this upstart. They're Super Bowl contenders. This is a Super Bowl preview. So get in it first. I was there the first time.
Man. Get it while you can, because next year they're gonna be charging $200 to park. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I'm good. I put me on the Baltimore Harbor, man. I get on the boat or something, man. So, man. But that game right there is gonna be definitely one of those ones, man. And I mean, like I said, we got some solid. I guess solid matchups if you want to say solid. But y'all come back this week, man, and damn, I don't even see y'all. What y'all play this week?
Play the Browns.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nah, that game gonna be trash, man. I thought y'all was gonna have a solid game. My boy
trash.
EV on America's game. You know, EV like both teams. I said, bro, who you rolling with, man? What's up?
So we got Cardinals Packers this week, which I want to watch. I want to watch some of that.
Yeah.
Right? I want to see Kyler Murray versus Jordan Love.
For
like
sure.
Again, another game that I think could smash the over between the two. Like we could have a high scoring one.
Hey Mike, you know I'm sitting here thinking I thought we had this is like a garbage week. I'm sitting here looking at the schedule. This schedule is trash.
It's not as bad as last week.
No,
last week was really bad.
I guess
right,
that's
like
why the
Bucks
game is so valued because if you look at the schedule, other than Dallas and the Lions, because that should be a great game. There's other matchups aren't really
right.
like.
The only other one I was going to talk about was Bucks Saints, and it's not because Spencer Rattler started. It's because we get to see Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans go at it again.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of like the old Andre Johnson, Cortland Finnegan thing. Like I'm waiting for a fight. I want to see it. Marshawn Lattimore may be trash all fucking year, but he goes up against Mike Evans and he puts on that cape.
Nah,
and then those two really start duking it out. I want to see it. But the second marquee game obviously is going to be Lions Cowboys. Everybody's going to be tuning in that one too.
Yeah, and not only is it going to be a game, but man, we lost Kendricks today. I mean, the Lions offense should be coming off a bye week. Like, come on, bro. I guess they said, look, y'all done cheated the Lions 2 times in the playoffs, so now we're going to let y'all play them on a bye week, and they're going to beat y'all ass. That's what it seems like they're trying to make us do. So,
my only question is, how the fuck do we end up with Bengals-Giants? That's a Sunday night football game.
Yeah, bro, the Bengals and the Giants.
First off, in the preseason, when they're making this schedule, like, you know, would they make it back in fucking February or March or whatever the fuck the schedule's released there? You know, it's a holiday for us at the time, and then I even forget when the fuck it is. But way back in the springtime when they made the schedule and released it, who the fuck thought in week 6, like the marquee game that everybody wanted to watch on Sunday night would have been the Giants and the Bengals, period. Like, you already had this set
in Seattle, and it made the Giants and Bengals the Thursday night game. That was I
have no fucking idea what they were thinking when they did this one, especially when they put Lions Cowboys. Who, listen, we're just coming off of that big controversy last year with the Dan Skipper tackle eligible. You know, Lions should have won. Whatever the fuck you want to say.
Don't forget the Romo. You know, the pass interference. Matt Stafford and Megatron playoff game. So.
The NFL schedule makers thought, you know, let's not put Lions Cowboys, you know, obviously in the primetime game on Sunday night. You know what we need? We need some fucking Giants Bengals. Who gives a shit? God damn.
That's what I'm saying, Mike, man. They want people to work, man. Overtime Sunday, man.
This might be the week too, like when Adam perennially late. Like, we know this shit, but like, Adam, if we really, last week we got to go long on the recap because of the weather delay in Pittsburgh. This week we might just go long because no one gives a fuck about the Giants and the Bengals.
Yeah, nah, y'all bought yourself sometimes, man. Because I know Adam got a lot of Bengals holograms too. So
we're just gonna be like, yeah, we'll take you right up to halftime because
nah, you're cares. Right. You take your time, man. Ain't nobody in no rush to go watch the Bengals and the Giants, man.
Jesus.
BJ, what's up, bro? Yeah, man. I mean, Mike, I really thought we had better games than this, but I mean, all right. So forget the games. Let's just before we get about it, Mike. Yeah, forget the games. Let's just say because I see somebody says there's gonna be some rookie quarterbacks in the mix. So I don't know, man. Let's go not old crussies, but let's just say each position. Give me a quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end that, you know, is gonna have a breakout, not a best player, but it's a breakout player for each position. And then that one guy that you think is going to really disappoint. Whoever you have ranked too high and you like, man, I don't know, man. So I think quarterback I already got the top of my head, but let's go QB is who's going to be your breakout that people sleeping on. They need to go ahead and check out, man, for this week.
This is a good fucking tough one.
I can go first if you need me to.
No, I'm going to go with it, and it's going to be your dude. I say Dak Prescott finally gets off the schneid this week, and really, we get some Dak Prescott.
I think he had to. I think he got a choice to, right?
It's the Lions secondary too. Like
True. But that Lions D line is tough, man.
cooking. But I'm gonna say Dak gets off the schneid. And also conversely, like I'm betting any over on Dak or CD this week. Like fuck it, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Go cook them, please. For my Fizz, I need this. I need this on my fantasy squads. Please, I want to see Dak CD. I want to see that as the breakout. Let's go. I'm going Dak Prescott. I was gonna say Deshaun Watson, but then everybody turned off the stream.
Man, hey, Mike, I ain't gonna lie. I said Deshaun Watson in my head like 5 weeks in a row, and it ain't happened yet, man. So, there go Johnny, man. Okay, brother. We know y'all want to win really bad, but Dak, we talking stats right now. All right, brother. We ain't talking W's, man. All right. You know who I'm gonna say, Mike, who really we expected way more out of, and I don't know how deep in my bag I am, but I think that he owes us a lot, man. Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna go your guy.
There you go.
Jalen Hurts, man, he ain't did nothing the last 2-3 weeks, bro. He been looking off. The team been looking all over the place. Saquon is really the heartbeat of this team right now with the injury shot has. So Smitty coming back, AJ Brown coming back. I'm not sure how far. I think Hurts is still a top 10 projected quarterback, but I think he owes top 4 numbers, man, against the Cleveland Browns, who everybody seemed to be smoking and beating the crap out of. So, yeah, man, Jalen Hurts owes us a little bit, man, of, that top quarterback production, and the fumbling and intercepting just got to stop, man. He got to really go out there and cook these dudes up and remind people of who he is and why the Eagles are a Super Bowl contender coming into the season.
I like that one. Running back position. This one, it was easy for me because I just made him a sell not too long ago. Bijan fucking Robinson is going to go out and cook this fucking Panthers defense.
Well, they tried to say he was hurt this week, but I don't think he's missing no plays. Yeah.
He good. He's going to go out and cook. Yeah, Bijan's going to cook.
Damn, Mike, I like how we I'm gonna get a little dirty, man. I like that Bijan though, because we had, and I feel like last week if people are gonna be chasing those Kirk Cousins points, but that's an anomaly, bro. That is not how they want to play football. Raheem Morris is not no 50 pass attempt on my quarterback type of coach, man. I don't care if he coach defense or not. That ain't how he want to coach his team.
Also, too, like I see the tweets, man. Bijan Robinson's making an appearance in Netflix hit show Outer Banks before he ever hits 100 yards rushing. Come on.
They kind of doing him dirty, man. But I'm gonna say this one though, Mike, and I think on the
Bijan thing though, last tweet I just saw, Bijan Robinson practiced fully today. He's good to go for Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, you know what though, Mike? I'm gonna get a little dirty, man, and I'm gonna put this out there again, man, because he looked good last week, and DeAndre Swift against the Jaguars, man. Let's get DeAndre Swift back up there, man. I kind of fell off the Swift train, and it wasn't looking good, but I think Joey Cheesesteak said that they're gonna be losing anyway, so I think they're gonna keep a tight game, and I think Jacksonville is gonna try their best to win this game, especially in their hometown of London. And Swift, man, I think last week he really showed them something, and instead of forcing Caleb to go out there and do too much, you got to rely on your guys. And if Roshan stops selling touchdowns from him, Swift can have bigger games. So I'm going to bank on DeAndre Swift, man, to finish as a top 7 or 8. I say this. He should be over Bucky Irvin. And Bucky Irvin is a top 10 projected guy. No, I don't know about that one, Mike.
Rashad White, doubtful.
Yeah, but I'm good on Bucky, man. I'm gonna go Swift over Connor and Bucky, and those guys, man. I think Swift can finish in the top 10 this week, man. So I'm gonna give Swift a little bit of love this week, man.
All right, man. Wide receiver, I'm going with the guy out of Opelousas, Louisiana. You know him better as Cedarian DeLeon Lamb. 6'2", wears number 88. CeeDee Lamb is going to ball out of his fucking mind.
You got to, Mike. You got
no
to.
Choice.
You don't have a choice, man. Listen,
back to the wall.
Next week we got a bye week, and then we play the 49ers. We got to win this game because the 49ers have our number. They've had it forever. And to lose this game and lose the 49ers, the schedule don't get that much better, man. So
I know he said today that it was jump balls, 4 jump balls to Dap. What he really said was that was subpar. You motherfucker.
Nah, for sure.
That was terrible. You played like shit, Dak. Give me the ball up here. So CD is going to go ball out of his fucking mind this week.
Yeah.
CD 10 for 160 and 2.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna argue with you on CD, bro. I ain't no argument from me on the CD tip, man. All right, you know what? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say, Mike, and I would never say this on a regular day, but I'm gonna give him a little bit of love. If this game really gonna be what we think it's gonna be, I'm gonna go Terry McLaurin, man. Terry McLaurin. I mean, every weekend it had a bomb, 60-yard pass, 50 yards plus. He could have scored on that last one last week. He fell on like the 2-yard line when they tackled him. If we really plan on this game being 50+ point overs, somebody got to score these touchdowns, man. And Terry McLaurin should have has he had a 100-yard game yet? I don't believe so. Whether he did or he didn't, he's gonna get 100+ yards and a touchdown today. I mean, this Sunday. So I'm gonna go Terry McLaurin, man.
I think he had one last week. It was like 4 for 112 or some shit.
Okay. And he failed. Like I said, he had a bomb, like a 60-yard bomb where they tripped him up and he failed. But I'm gonna go Terry McLaurin, man. Terry going to outscore T. Higgins and Jaden Reed and DK and DJ Moore and Chris Godwin, man. He gonna put up more numbers than all them top guys, bro. So I'm gonna go Terry McLaurin this week for a breakout, man.
I'm going to give you my tight end breakout, and it's going to come from, my tight end 1 and tight end 2 breakout is going to come from the exact same game, right? I'll give you 2 of them, Fizz.
Okay.
First off, number 1 overall, I'm riding fucking Tucker Kraft mac and cheese. Tucker Kraft mac and cheese, baby.
That's the guy.
That's my dude. Cardinals are the second worst in the entire league versus the tight end. The second worst. You know who's the third worst? The Green Bay fucking Packers. So give me Trey McBride as number 2, baby. Give me Trey McBride as number 2.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, hey, Tuck is that dude, man. He's literally solidified himself as, how we don't never know where to rank tight ends. And to be honest, he looked like he's making his case to move up that ranking and take those Njokus and Dallas Goederts. And I mean, Goddard's been balling, but,
I don't do a lot of fucking DFS, but if I was building a lineup this week, it was going to be whatever the fuck Tucker Kraft is, and then just fill in the rest.
Facts. Nah, you right. And I don't know how far in my bag I'm going with this one, Mike, but you know what? I'm gonna go, man. We're gonna talk Kyle Pitts, man. Kyle Pitts again against some Carolina Panthers division game. They want to keep this riding high, man. I'm gonna go with my guy every single time, bro. Kyle Pitts had 88 last week. Let's get Kyle Pitts 50 and a touchdown this week. Let's get him one more touchdown. He got one this season. It's just only his first one in U.S. soil, probably. Let's get him one more, man. And this time it's going to be in Carolina or it's in Atlanta. Now it's in Carolina. So, hey, man, barbecue sauce everywhere, baby. Let's get Kyle Pitts a touchdown. And
here's what I love about that one. Carolina Panthers surprisingly good against the tight end so far this season. But without Shaq Thompson now, out for the season.
Okay.
Dunsky.
So, let's get Kyle Pitts that touchdown, bro. That's what I need.
Let's go. Kyle Pitts that touchdown. He gets it. It. Listen, be bold, Fizz. Say he's going to get 2.
I ain't going to say that, but he's going to get one. That's my dog, but I don't trust him that much these days, man. I don't know.
If he gets 2, I'm sending him to you in that fucking league for Dak Prescott.
My man, let's get it. Let's see, going to get 2 there. It don't matter if it's on the inch line, right? 4th and goal and inches. Yeah. Let's get it to him, baby.
Admitted that second touchdown happens. It'll be a fucking trade offer from Mike in your inbox.
There we go. It ain't gonna be for Dak either, man. All right.
Come on, just hit the button.
Nah, hell nah, man. Who your biggest disappointer, man, at quarterback, man? Before we let these people go on with their night, man.
I think Trevor Lawrence comes back to earth after a good week last week against this Bears defense.
Good call.
And we're all back on the goddamn T-Law sucks.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call.
Trevor Lawrence, R.I.P.
I can't even argue with that one, Mike, at all, man. I don't know if this is a big disappointment, though, Mike, because he hasn't really been that amazing. But, man, Mike, I want to say this one, but I don't know how bad of a pick it is. But Damn. You know what? I'm gonna say it anyway, Mike. Anthony Richardson, man. Anthony Richardson, is he really a disappointment at this point for us? I mean, his season has been a disappointment, but it's like, you know, if Flacco gonna get benched and A. Rich is starting, he shouldn't be disappointing us, right?
Shouldn't be.
And the Tennessee Titans defense ain't no joke. That's why it's kind of wild to see he missed the Jaguars game and he coming back against one of the best defenses in the league. Like, damn, bro, they ain't cutting you no slack, man. So if he plays, I'm gonna go Anthony Richardson. And if he doesn't play, then you know what? I'm gonna do this one, Mike. Forget A-Rich. Let's go Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen Monday night against the New York Jets division game. He got him ranked as, I believe, quarterback 2 this week. Josh Allen might not even finish in the top 8 like he won't for the Dynasty style. You know how I got him as not a top 8 Dynasty guy. This week against the Jets defense after moving on from their coach and the locker room probably getting together saying, hey, you know, let's finish this season strong. I think Josh Allen, that's a little more bolder for me, man. Josh Allen, man, it was going to have a disappointing week. And if you got somebody else to put in for him, I ain't going to say bench him, but that Monday night, don't look for them late night points like I always tell you to look for, man, because Josh might really disappoint you on Monday night, man. So I'm going to say Josh Allen on this one, Mike.
Okay, let's go. Running back disappointment for me. It's going to be David Montgomery versus the Cowboys. Been surprisingly good this year. Kind of underrated. Perennial disrespected, but Cowboys very, very stout against the run, even without Micah Parsons. So David Montgomery, I feel like this will be a game where Jahmyr Gibbs is more focused in the passing game. Jahmyr Gibbs will also struggle in the running game, but the difference between the two is Jahmyr is very dynamic on the outside. Lots of dump off. So David Montgomery, I think, for me, would be one that I was kind of shying away if I had a better option. Cowboys pretty good up front, especially in the middle.
Okay. All right. And this actually was going to be one of my breakouts, but now I'm thinking, man, I don't think it's going to be time for this kind of game. I'm going to say Brian Robinson, man. I think Brian Robinson is going to disappoint people because a lot of his production has been falling over in the end zone when they get in the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been balling, don't get me wrong, but a lot of his touchdowns just been like 2 yards because they got so close. And I don't know if this is going to be one of those shootouts. This might be a passing game like Jaden Daniels running the ball and having to throw it more than I think if they're up at that goal line, Mike, against the Baltimore Ravens, it ain't gonna be as easy as it was against the Browns last week for him to get up in the end zone. So I think if people banking on a 15, 20 point game from Brian Robinson, man, it's gonna be very, very tough this week, man.
I can get behind that one. I can definitely get behind that one.
Tough. Yeah.
Wide receiver disappointment of the week. You kind of talked about him a little bit, how much you loved him earlier in the show. It's Josh Downs for me this week. Joe Flacco has been really nice, but if A-Rich is back, whatever. Even if Joe Flacco is out there, right? Joe Flacco starting the game. The Tennessee Titans, you touched on it too just a few seconds ago, Fizz. Very, very stout against the pass. L'Jarius Sneed has really changed that pass defense for a very, very good way. Josh Downs, I feel like, is a guy against the number 2 defense against wide receivers that will struggle mightily this week.
Yeah, I can roll with that against the Titans, man. I like Josh as a receiver, but against the Titans, it's going to be tough, man. No matter who playing against them, it's going to be tough. But I'm going to surprise you with this one, Mike. And he's been cooking every single week. But you just spoke about his quarterback, man. I'm going to go BTJ, man. I mean, Brian Thomas. Yeah, BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr., man. That Chicago Bears defense ain't no joke. And, they might really put the pressure on Trevor to make it so hard for him to get Brian Thomas those big plays that he's been getting. So, yeah, man, I think Brian Thomas is going to take one of his worst weeks this week. And not because he's not good, but just because of the defense he's playing and the offense not be able to click like they want to. So Brian Thomas has been surprising us every week this season. Won't be surprised if he go out there and get you 9 points this week, man. Not at all. So BTJ for me, man.
Tight ends, every fucking one of them.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna go with a tight end.
They're all fucking junk, man. Every single one of them. Travis Kelce's off. Listen, I pray for Mark Andrews to do something this week. Like, please fucking give it to me. Please.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. Dalton Kincaid, is he like the big? I guess Andrews might be the biggest disappointment. But is Dalton Kincaid the second one for the whole season?
Pretty fucking close. He's pretty.
They kind of neck and neck, right?
I think you'll give Sam Laporta a pass because he's been banged up for the majority of the season. But yeah. Mark Andrews and Dalton Kincaid definitely are 1 and 2. And Mark Andrews is taking the cake for everybody.
Yeah, man. I don't even want to talk about what I was saying about Andrews, man. This cut me out, man. So yeah, we gonna leave them tight ends alone, man. So I don't know, Mike. It look like we got some good football this weekend, I guess. But that 1 o'clock game here in Baltimore is gonna be one of those games. And at 4 o'clock.
Here's one. I won't cop out at the tight end position. I'll give you one. Give you one. Dallas Goedert's been cooking with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith out, but now he gets the Browns and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I just love saying that name. Very, very stout up front against it. So a lot of people probably be starting Dallas Goedert because what he's done so far this season already. He's been pretty surprisingly good for you at the tight end position, and get ready for that 3-point game. Just prepare yourself. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's a good call, man.
I Johnny Detroit, David Montgomery ain't gonna do a fucking thing this week.
That's a good call. I was just trying to get 2 questions before we get up out of here, Mike. I seen Jay Smills had one, but I saved one from earlier. No, that was Johnny's or Joey's. Okay, all right.
Dirty Bird had a pretty good one.
Yeah. Was it the Bucky and Wandale?
No, fuck that one. I'll put this one up for you right there. 14 team Superflex, start 9 PPR. He's 5-0. Would you send Rashee Rice in a late first for Cedarian DeLeon Lamb? Absolutely, I would.
If I was the person selling you CD, you owe me another first.
Yes, you would. I'm not bailing you out on the Rashee Rice injury with Cedarian DeLeon Lamb.
No. So if that's you sending it, then yes, but don't be surprised if you're not going to get it accepted, brother. So
1,000%.
Yeah.
How about this one, man? From Dab Adobe, traded ETN, BTJ, and Chubb for Tyreek and JT. BTJ is probably the most valuable player in that deal.
It is, but I would take Tyreek and JT though, 100%, bro.
Does JT's high ankle sprain kind of worry you a little bit? Because we've historically seen running backs who have that suffer mightily. I mean, even the GOATs. Saquon looked like shit after his. Kamara looked like shit after his.
Well, I'll say this,
even Prime Eckler looked like shit after his.
Let's just say he traded BTJ and Chubb for Tyreek, right? And then ETN was for JT. Let's just say he put them in the same boat. I think you can get more for JT than you can ETN when he has a good game. So
let's just say this: ETN and Chubb does not equal Jonathan Taylor even with a bum ankle.
It don't. No. But I'm just trying to all right. So but that's my point. That's my point. Right. If you're gonna move ETN and Chubb for JT, you won. And then BTJ for Tyreek. Once Tyreek gets 2 and he got a 30-point game, you ain't gonna be looking back. So
then we'll be back.
I would take Tyreek and JT. And if I could move JT after a big game, just do it. But I wouldn't hold myself to if I make this trade, I gotta keep JT either.
I'll be a little hot takey here. I think I prefer Brian Thomas Jr. over Tyreek.
I knew you were about to say that.
But the other part, I prefer JT even on a bum ankle way more than I prefer. Fuck ETN at this point. And Nick Chubb, I love the guy, but he just shredded his fucking knee. Yeah. He's not going to do shit for you this year. I'm sorry. We can do the good body talk, and I want to see him succeed, but it's probably not fucking happening, man. Not this year. Maybe next year he has one more year left in the tank, and you're like, there's Nick Chubb. Not this year.
Yeah. Jelly of the mouth. Oh, jelly of the month. My bad. What I'm talking about. No Diddy, jelly. All right. Drop Waddle or Wicks to stash Juju. Oh, let Mike answer this one, man. I ain't answering Juju.
First off, I love Juju. I love talking shit, but listen, the Waddle thing, fuck no. There's no way I could live with myself on that one.
Hell no.
And the Wicks thing, as much shit as I talked on Sunday about everybody who's like, go buy Davian Wicks, he's going to smash this week. He didn't, but the snap share, the targets, the routes run, all that was actually promising. I think I'd still rather just kind of, even though he can't catch the football, apparently, and as much shit as I'll talk on Juju, I think I'd still prefer Wicks. I don't. If you dropped Wicks for Juju, that's fine. Like I get it. It's not crazy. You're not a lunatic. I just don't know if I'm as much shit as I just talked on Juju. I don't think I'm ready to do that, Fizz.
Yeah, no,
it's a cop out. Definitely not Waddle. That's not even a fucking question. No way.
Nah, ain't no way I could draw Waddle, bro. That's pretty tough, man. Um, let's see. I think I was giving my boy Doctor some love, man. We're gonna get up out of here off the dock, man. He said he's starting Gibson and Slayton in the okay, nah, he was just talking about earlier when we was talking about Slayton. And yeah, he was, I guess, giving him some love when we asked us about Slayton. He said, y'all don't know football. Okay, my bad, brother.
We don't know shit.
All right, cool. Let's see. Traded Kamara from Moss today. 26 first. I don't know, man. If you want to win this year, I definitely wouldn't have did it. But if you're not winning, 26 first.
Here's the thing for me that always like pisses me off though. If I'm not competing and I'm trading away Kamara, what the fuck do I want Zach Moss for? Like why do I want him polluting the deal? Like I don't give a fuck about a running back who may or may not have a job after this year. I don't give a shit. Like I don't want that part. So the 26 first and second, fine. Like I get it. Let me get off Kamara before it like really goes bad. But like give me a better tossing. Give me something where I'm like, maybe this guy will do something in the future to give me some value. Not a fucking running back because I don't want his points polluting my rebuilding.
Nah, I'm with you, Mike. And look, I know you got on this fire jersey tonight, man. You got all that gear in the back, man. So, before we get out of here and move on, man, we got to let the people know,
signed shit.
Where to go to get all this signed shit from, man. Let me get this.
Here's the thing I noticed tonight, and I know I'm drinking, Fizz, but this motherfucking camera is tilted.
And look, you know what? Once I just look at your background, I'm like, JSN looks like it's
this shit tilted. Like my head looks level. Like I look level and centered.
Nah,
maybe I'm just leaning that way. That shit in the background look fucking tilted. And them shells are the same size.
Nah, for sure. But nah, Mike, man, listen, I know your collection is mean, man. I got to catch up with you, man. So, that sign sh.it shine shit, man. You can get everything in Mike's background. My background is fake. I don't have Jason and Michael Myers.
You don't got a giant fat head of
no. But my boy's collection is looking pretty fire over there, man. So definitely, man, check that out, man. Good sponsor. And hey, listen. You can get some fire gear, man. Mike done hooked me up. Mike, where is that, man? I still got it in the pack, man. So I'm gonna crack it out soon.
Let's go.
It's right here, man. That good old
get your roll on.
I feel a little disrespectful for not even taking it out of the damn pack, Mike. I gotta bust it open, man, right?
Listen, you got a dog. You didn't want him to piss on it.
Yeah, I know, man. But this right here, my boy hooked me up, man. Look, that thing smell good. It look good. It's signed in the back, baby. Hey, all that from them people right there, man. Good spot, man.
It's a great fucking jersey too, man. That was back in the heyday. I love the get your roll on. Dante Culpepper was the boss.
I saw my boy in August. First thing he did, here you go. Whoop. I'm like, damn, bro. All right, my bad, man. I know you love me, man, but sheesh. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah, like I said, man. Tap in with the sign shit, man. And of course, the Patreon, man.com/South Harmon, bro. It's where all the good people hang out at. Best community in the world, man. We got this NCAA tournaments going on, and that's where you type in your trades for the cook-up show. Not the trades, your final scores, your overcooked scores on the week, man, and good community. Like I said, man, every Thursday night for the Savage tier, man, it's the top tier. We kick it. Have a good voice chat. Corey was a little disappointed because yesterday we wasn't in it. I told him, I said, look, bro, my son playing Spider-Man, man. He ain't letting me go, bro. So I'm kicking it with Lil, man. But yeah, man, like I said, man, we here, man. We love when y'all here. And anything you want to holler at the people on, Mike, before we get up out of here, man?
Nah, just the biggest thing, man. I want to push this shit. We have podcast feed for those of you who can't tap in. You can't tap in. Go check out the podcast feed. A lot of dope-ass content creators at South Harmon that go unrecognized because they're on the podcast feed. Go over there, download their fucking episodes, give them a listen.
People, listen, you don't need a subscription to listen to podcasts, right? Spotify,
free.
Apple, it's free. You don't need Apple Music or Spotify account monthly to listen to podcasts. I preach this all the time. I don't know why it goes on deaf ears sometimes, but you do not need a subscription to play your podcast. So check out South Harmon Podcast, man. Almost every day we got a new episode, right? I mean, Evie did America's Game, dropped yesterday.
Tuesday, Eavesdropping the Waiver Wire Show. Wednesday,
Waiver Wire Show.
All In Podcast. Thursday, America's Game. Fizz, you were on that one with the EV this week.
Yeah, look,
Friday, Cody and
a 2025 class this week, so get them picks up, man.
Friday, Cody and Maddie dropping a dope ass podcast where they listen. Maddie out here doing victory laps, and he correctly predicted shit on fucking Friday's podcast that you should know. Yes, and I'm looking at that thing, and I'm like, only 400 people downloaded this. What the fuck are we?
Yeah, man,
this shit's free. Free.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it. You want to listen to your sports talk radio, but hey, we giving you the same game.
Most of that shit trash.
Hey, listen, FM radio, AM radio, not nobody listen to that anyway, man. So you on your phone all day, check out the podcast feed, baby. Cooper got his on Saturday coming up. Sunday is the holograms, and Mike and Adam, man, the recap, and that's how we doing every day, baby. I feel good, man. We in the season now, Mike, peak season. I couldn't wait for us to have content every day, man. My boy Rock dropping these articles on us, man. Hey, one thing I'm gonna say about my boy Rock, man. When Rock write his articles, bro, I told him, bro, this is like an HBO series, man. This like what's the I forgot the name of the show, like the Dragon Show. That used to be my show back in the day.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, bro. Listen, my boy Rock writing a football Game of Thrones series right now, man. It's fire, man. So and you can sign up for free. You ain't even got to pay to read it. So it's booming, it's popping, it's busting over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we got all, man. You know what I'm saying, Mike? And you know what we also got, Mike?
We got some BBL jersey.
We know we got BBLs too, man. So once we send them promo codes out, we're gonna send them out to y'all. So BBLs.
I'm working on mine.
Podcast. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, hold on. Scratch the music, man. Shout out to my boy, man. First of all, everybody say happy birthday to my boy's birthday coming up real soon, man. He won't be here next Friday. B-Day coming up soon. My boy is in his workout transition. He counting his steps every day, man. And he say he's trying to be around for a long time, man. So we got to shout out my boy, man. The king, man. The king right here, man. Happy birthday to my boy, man. Y'all ain't going to see him next week. So tell him happy birthday in that chat for me, man. For real.
5 days a week, man, on that grind. I feel good working out too. Like I really do. Back in it, hitting the sauna every single day, taking them cold showers, got to get them cold shock proteins up in me for those of you who know. Feeling good though. I'm gonna definitely need that sauna tomorrow though after these drinks. I need to sweat that shit out. God, gotta get rid of it. I'm gonna miss y'all next week, man. I won't be here. Hopefully I'll be able to tap in. Have a little free time, but I'll be enjoying my birthday weekend.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no pressure, bro. We gonna hold it down. I'm gonna have my boy EV on next week, man. So everybody still come in, tap in, man, and holler at us. But my boy Mike's birthday next week. Give him a shout out, man. Give him some love. And
Big 38. God, I'm old as fuck.
Big 38, baby. Hey, be like that, man. You wasn't born in 88. That's all we know. That's all that matters.
No, 86.
That's it, man. Well, we appreciate you, big dog, and we glad you're here. And we appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. We glad y'all here. So, promo code on that BBL coming soon, but Mike's birthday this week, man. Shout out to my boy, man. We out of this thing. There we go.
You ain't gotta ask.
That's it, baby. BBL time. We out next week.
See y'all
Friday.